Hello students, we are continuing with the chapter number 7, dissolution of partnership. Dissolution of partnership firm. Today we are going to learn journal entries regarding dissolution of partnership firm. Before that, once again, try to understand the balance sheet. Once again, in short, I am preparing here liability side, asset side is balance sheet. Sorry, realization account. We have to understand realization account. In the previous video lecture, we have done realization account. Again, then on this basis, we will try to understand all the journal entries. So, what is the procedure of preparing realization account? First of all, we have to close assets account. So, heading will be to sundry asset. To sundry assets. This is the heading. Then whatever assets are given in the balance sheet, whatever assets are given in the balance sheet asset side, that is called recorded assets. Recorded assets. Those recorded assets, suppose 5 assets are given on an asset side, all those 5 assets will be recorded in realization account. This is realization account. Realization account. Debit side, credit side. So whatever assets are given in the balance sheet, asset side, all assets will be recorded here except cash and other accumulated loss like profit and loss account, advertisement campaign expenditure account. Cash or bank and accumulated losses will not be recorded here. Beside this, all assets you have to record whatever assets are given in balance sheet. And whatever assets are given in balance sheet, that is called recorded asset. Next, this is called closing of assets. Next, we have to close liabilities, external liabilities, by sundry liabilities. Whatever items are given on the liability side, out of those liabilities, only external liabilities, outside liabilities, third party liabilities is to be taken here. For example, creditors, bill payable, short term loan, outstanding expenses, bank overdraft, such employees provident fund, workers profit sharing fund, workers saving account. These items we need to enter on the credit side of relation account. Next, this is called closing of liabilities. Third, we have to close the account of provision by provisions. Provisions means bad debts reserve, discount reserve on depreciation fund. These are all provisions. So we have to close the provisions account. Now, assets accounts are closed, liabilities accounts are closed, provisions are closed. After that, fourth step, we have to sell all assets. So for selling of assets or for realization of assets, we have to pass entry this side by means credit side by cash. This is called realized. Whenever it is written in the question that machinery is realized, it means machinery is sold out. Computer is realized, furniture is realized. So we have to pass entry on the credit side of realization account by the heading, by the name, by cash. This is called realization of assets. And if any asset is taken by any partner, then on the credit side we have to write the name of partner by partner's capital. Here I have written in short, P is capital, means partner's capital. So whenever asset is realized to either to third party or to partner, it will be shown on the credit side by cash or by partner's capital. Beside this, if any unrecorded assets, means assets which are not given in balance sheet, if it is sold out, then again we have to write on the credit side by cash. So by cash is already written. So whenever any asset is sold out, any asset, whether recorded or unrecorded, we have to pass entry on the credit side of realization account by the name by cash. Or if any assets, whether recorded or unrecorded, it is taken by partner, then it is also shown on the credit side by partner's capital. Next, after getting cash by selling all the assets, whether recorded or unrecorded, then we need to pay external liabilities. So payment of external liabilities will be shown on the debit side. To cash, this is called payment of liabilities. I am writing here paid. To cash. If any liability is paid by any partner on behalf of firm, then we have to write to partners capital. Whether recorded liability or unrecorded liability, what is the difference between recorded liability and unrecorded liability? Recorded liabilities are those liabilities which are given in the balance sheet liability side, that is called recorded liability. And unrecorded liability which is not given in the balance sheet liability side, that is called unrecorded liability. But at the time of dissolution, we need to pay both recorded liability as well as unrecorded liability. So payment will be shown on this side. This is called payment of liabilities paid. And if any liability means recorded or unrecorded. If it is paid by partner, then to partners capital. So two entries for sundry liability. Next, beside these transactions, if any income is given, income received by the firm at the time of dissolution, so by cash for any kind of income. Try to understand this format, then on this basis we can do any kind of journal entries. By cash, this is for income. Besides selling of assets, if any other income is received by the firm at the time of dissolution, that income will be shown by cash on the credit side of realization account. This is income side. Similarly, at the time of dissolution, if various types of expenses incurred, that is called dissolution expense, and other expense also incurred, that expense will be shown on the debit side to cash. Here I am writing expense. And then we need to close the realization account. Then at the time of closing realization account, firm will enjoy either profit or loss. If profit is there, then we write here to divisible profit. To divisible profit. And profit will be distributed between partners. Suppose two partners are there, A and B. Write here A's capital and B's capital. Similarly, if loss incurred, write down on the credit side by divisible loss. By divisible loss. And distribute between partners A and B in their profit sharing ratio. And in this way, realization account is closed. Now, which type of entries we have done? Journal entries now. First, for closing of, first step is for closing of assets at the time of dissolution, for closing of assets. What is the journal entry? Now, before that, try to understand how we have to pass journal entries. 2 is written here on debit side. With every item we have written 2. And in journal entry, 2 is coming on the lower side. Lower side means credit side. So entry will be passed like this. Realization account 2, sundry asset. Realization account 2, cash. Realization account 2, partners capital. Realization account 2, cash. Realization account 2, A's capital, B's capital. For this side, first of all, by sundry liability, it will come on the upper side. Sundry liability account debit 2, realization. Here realization 2, here liability 2 realization. Sundry liability 2, realization. Provisions account debit 2, realization. Cash account debit 2, realization. Partners capital account debit 2, realization. Cash account debit to realization, and A's capital, B's capital account debit to realization. In this way, you have to pass journal entries. Now, first, for closing of assets. So, what is the entry for closing of assets? Realization account debit to sundry asset. Realization account debit to sundry asset. First entry completed. Realization account debit to sundry asset. Second, we need to close sundry liability, and sundry liabilities are closed on the credit side of relation account by sundry liability. So entry becomes sundry liability account debit to relation account. Second, for closing of sundry liability. For closing of sundry liability. Sundry liability account debit to relation. Sundry liabilities account debit to realization account. Sundry liabilities means if bill payable is given, if a bank overdraft is given, so entry will be made like this. Bill payable account debit to relation. Bill payable account debit to relation. If bank overdraft is given, bank overdraft account debit to realization. Now third, for closing of provisions, bad debts reserve, discount reserve on debtors, depreciation fund. So for third is for closing of provisions like bad debts reserve, discount reserve on debtors, depreciation fund. So entry becomes provisions account. See here, provision is written on the credit side. So provision account debit to realization. The provision account debit to realization account. Three entries completed. Fourth, sale of assets. If sale of asset, information about the sale of asset is given, so if it is sold out to third party, then we have to write cash by cash. For example, machinery is realized. It means machinery is sold out to third party and firm is receiving cash against that. So we have to pass entry on the credit side of relation account by cash. So fourth is for sale of assets. For sale of assets, the entry becomes cash account debit to realization. Cash account debit to realization account. Now next, if assets are taken by any partner, if assets of the firm are taken by any partner at the time of dissolution, then entry becomes, first of all, heading assets taken by any partner. I am writing here partner, space is not there. Assets taken by partner. So whenever asset is taken by partner, we have to pass entry on the credit side by partner's capital. So entry becomes partner's capital account debit to realization. Partner's capital account debit to realization. Next, or any other unrecorded asset is also given, means information about the realization of unrecorded asset. For example, unrecorded asset is realized. Realized means it was sold out by the firm. So again same cash. So cash account debit to realization. Now come to payment of liability. Sundry liabilities are paid out. It means we have to pass entry on the debit side for payment to cash. I have written here paid. Payment means payment of liabilities. So to cash. So entry becomes realization account debit to cash. Heading is payment of liabilities. Payment of liabilities. Entry is to cash, we have written realization account debit to cash. Realization account debit to cash. Next, if any liability out of these liabilities, if any liability is paid by a partner, so entry will be passed on debit side of realization account to partners capital. So entry becomes realization account debit to partners capital. If payment of liability is made by any partner, then entry becomes realization account debit to partners capital, realization account debit to partners capital. Similarly, next topic, income. If any income is received by the firm at the time of dissolution, so we have to write on the credit side of realization account by the name by cash. This is for income received. If any income is received at the time of dissolution by cash, so entry becomes cash account debit to realization for any income, or for income received by the firm at the time of dissolution. Here I have written in short for income received. Entry is by cash, means cash account debit to realization. Cash account debit to realization. Next, for any expense, if any expense incurred at the time of dissolution, then it will be passed on the debit side by the name to cash. This is for expense, to cash. So entry becomes realization account debit to cash. So for any expense, entry becomes realization account debit to cash. Next, after closing of realization account, either firm will earn profit, means divisible profit, or a divisible loss. So it will be distributed between partners in their profit loss sharing ratio. So for a divisible profit or divisible loss, entry is for divisible profit. Divisible profit is written on the debit side, realization account debit to A's capital to B's capital. Here we have to write the name of partners because this is the heading. Divisible profit is distributed between partners. So realization to is written here, relation to A's capital to B's capital. Realization account debit to A's capital to B's capital, and it will be distributed in their profit loss sharing ratio. And beside this, you also know that whenever any transaction increase the capital of partners, then such partners will be credited. That's why relation to A's capital to B's capital. Then last, for divisible loss. Divisible loss will be written on the credit side by divisible loss. So entry becomes A's capital, B's capital to relation. For divisible loss, entry becomes A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to realization account, and divide the divisible loss in their profit loss sharing ratio. In this way, you have to complete all the journal entries. Once again, I do not need to write all these entries. You can do orally also from this format. First of all, closing of assets, relation to assets, to where means debit side we are writing to in journal entry. 2 is coming in lower side. Lower side means, for example, one entry I am taking, A's account debit to cash. So 2 we are writing on the lower side, upper side, lower side we are writing. That's why means lower side means credit side. So 2 will be written on the lower side, credit side. Relation to sundry assets for closing of assets. For closing of liabilities, liabilities account debit to relation. For closing of provisions, provision account debit to relation. Then realization of assets means sale of assets, cash account debit to relation. If asset is taken by any partner, partner's capital account debit to realization. Now payment of liabilities, payment of liabilities will be shown on debit side, to cash or to partner's capital. If it is paid out by the firm, then to cash. If liability is paid out by the partner, then to partner's capital. So to cash, relation account debit to cash. This is payment of liability. Relation account debit to partner's capital if liability is paid by partner. Beside this, if any income earned by the firm, so cash account debit to relation. If any expense incurred, relation account debit to cash. Expense here I have written. Income I have written. Realized means sale of assets to third party. Whenever we are selling any assets to third party, firm is receiving cash. And at the end, if profit incurs or loss incurs, then entry becomes relation account debit to A's capital, B's capital, and for divisible loss, A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to realization. So on this basis, we are going to do practical or exercise question today. Now before attempting exercise question, in some transactions you have to pass one entry, and in some transaction you have to pass two entries. So you have to understand that in which type of transaction we need to pass two entries and in which transaction we need to pass one entry. First of all, first point, then we will start exercise question. First point, for which type of transaction we need to pass one entry? First, for unrecorded, for sale of unrecorded assets. Second, for payment of unrecorded liability. First of all, for sale of unrecorded assets. If recorded asset is given, not unrecorded, recorded. If a recorded asset is given means if assets which are given in the balance sheet is called recorded assets, and assets which are not given in balance sheet asset side, that is called unrecorded asset. So if recorded asset is given, so first of all we have to record those assets on the debit side, means first entry, one entry, and then second we have to realize either by cash or by partner's capital. If it is realized by cash, if it is taken by partner's capital, means second entry, two entries. But so far as unrecorded asset is concerned, here it is written for sale of unrecorded asset. So unrecorded assets are not recorded here. Directly we have to show by cash, one entry, cash account debit to realization. Sale means realized. Realized I have written here. So one entry only. Second, for payment of unrecorded liability. Unrecorded liability means we are not required to record here. Directly we have to show payment. Payment I have written here, paid. So relation account debit to cash, one entry. Third, for any kind of income earned by firm at the time of dissolution. Income, I have written here income. For income we have to write by cash, only one entry, cash account debit to realization. Fourth, for any kind of expenses, expense here I have written to cash. Only one entry, relation account debit to cash. Means only for recorded asset and only for recorded liability, recorded asset and recorded liability, we have to pass two entries. First, here for assets, first of all here on the debit side, relation to assets, and second for realization, cash account debit to relation or partners capital account debit to relation. So these are the important point. For these type of transactions, we need to pass only one entry. For sale of unrecorded asset, for payment of unrecorded liability, for any kind of income earned by firm at the time of dissolution, one entry, cash account debit to relation. For any kind of expense incurred at the time of dissolution, to cash, relation account debit to cash. For these transactions, we have to pass only one entry. Second important point. Second important point I have already explained you, but again I am explaining for exercise question. Assets. First of all, whatever assets given in the balance sheet, the value is called book value. Whatever assets given in balance sheet, for example here machinery is given 40,000. It means this is called book value of machine. Value which is given in the balance sheet, that is called book value. So first of all we have to record machine here. First point. If suppose machine is given in the balance sheet 40,000, this is called recorded asset. So first of all at the time of dissolution we need to close all the assets. So here machine is given, so right here machine. So first entry becomes realization account debit to machine. Now second entry we have to pass either for sale or if it is taken by partner. So whether information is given or not, if information is given that machine is realized, then we need to pass entry cash account debit to relation. Or second, if it is given that machinery is taken by partner, then partner's capital account debit to realization. So two entries we have made. Once again, if machinery is given in the balance sheet 40,000, so first of all we have to record this machinery on the debit side in order to close that account, so relation to machine. Second, if it is given that machinery is realized means it was sold out, the cash account debit to relation, second entry. Or if it is written that machinery is taken by partner, then partner's capital account debit to relation, second entry. So we need to pass two entries. But if in question it is given machine, the book value of machine is 40,000, only it is written book value of machine is 40,000. Book value of machine is 40,000. First step is book value means value which is given in the balance sheet. The first step is we have to close the machine account at the time of dissolution. So we will write here to machine. So entry becomes realization account debit to machine. Realization account debit to machine. Now once any asset is recorded on the debit side, after that if information is given or not, try to understand, once any asset is recorded here, assets or liabilities, but right now concentrate on assets. Once any asset is recorded here, we have written here, then whether information is given or not, second entry we have to pass. Second entry we have to pass. Now here in this sentence, this is question, here only it is written book value of machine is 40,000, but at what value it is sold out or whether it is taken by partner, such information is not given here. Then also we have to pass a second entry. In that case we have to assume that at the same value, means at 40,000 that machine was sold out. So for selling of assets, entry is cash account debit to relation. So second entry we have to pass out cash account debit to realization account. Means whether information is given or not about the sale of assets, then also we have to pass second entry. But so far as intangible asset, second important point, so far as intangible asset is concerned, like goodwill. Now next example I am taking, book value of goodwill is 40,000. Instead of machinery, now I have taken goodwill. The book value of goodwill is also asset. The book value of goodwill is 40,000. So first of all, we need to close the account of goodwill. How? By writing here goodwill. So entry becomes realization account debit to goodwill, first entry. Realization account debit to goodwill account 40,000. Now what is the difference between intangible assets and other assets? Let's see. First entry, relation account debit to goodwill. Now information is, if information is given that goodwill is realized, then we can write down second entry. Goodwill realized means cash account debit to relation. But if further information means information about sale of goodwill is not given, then we are not required to pass second entry. In that case, we have to assume the realization value of goodwill is 0. If information is not given about the realization of goodwill, sale of goodwill, then in that case we have to assume that realization value of goodwill is 0. Means we are not required to pass second entry. We have closed the account, but second entry means cash account debit to relation, we are not required to pass. So this is the difference between other assets and intangible assets. In case of other assets, whether information is given or not, second entry it is compulsory to pass second entry. Either cash account debit to means cash account debit to relation. But so far as goodwill, patent, trademark is concerned, if further information means information about its sale is not given, then we are not required to pass second entry. Now so far as liabilities are concerned, for example, 5 external liabilities are given. 5 external liabilities are, we are just taking example, bank overdraft, loan, creditors, bill payable, outstanding expenses. 5 items we have written here. Now whether information is given about any kind of liabilities or not, it is compulsory to pass a second entry. First of all, we have to record these 5 items here, first entry. Then whether information is given or not for any liabilities among these 5, it is compulsory to pass second entry to cash, means relation to cash. It is assumed at that time that firm has paid the liabilities. That's why we need to pass second entry. Bank overdraft, loan, creditor I have taken an example. First of all, record these items here for closing of liabilities, and then whether information is given or not for any item, it is compulsory to pass second entry. Means payment of liability you have to show in journal entry, and payment of liability, for payment of liability journal entry is relation to cash. Now come to exercise question. So on the basis of relation account, we are going to start exercise question. And beside this, some transactions are such which we are not showing in relation account. I will explain further on. Beside this, some transactions are such which we are not showing in relation account. For example, if accumulated profits like general reserve is given, workman accident compensation fund is given, profit and loss account is given, profit and loss credit balance is given, credit balance. Investment fluctuation fund is given, investment fluctuation fund account is given. We have done in chapter number 4 that all these items are distributed between or among partners. All these items are distributed between or among partners in their profit sharing ratio. So entry becomes general reserve account debit profit and loss account debit, then workman accident compensation fund account debit, then investment fluctuation fund account debit to partners capital. While we are distributing these funds, partners capital increases. That's why general reserve account debit, P&L account debit, workman accident compensation fund account debit, investment fluctuation fund account debit to partners capital in their profit sharing ratio. Means these items will not come in realization account. Beside this, if P&L is given debit balance, P&L debit balance is given second part, or advertisement campaign expenditure is given, then these are called accumulated loss. These items will also be distributed between or among partners. As a result, their capital reduces. That's why their name will be debited. For example, for P&L debit balance and advertisement campaign expenditure, entry is like this. Partners capital account debit means A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to profit and loss account, or to advertisement campaign expenditure account. Means accumulated profit and accumulated loss will not come in realization account. Almost we have done all journal entries. Once again, before starting exercise, relation to sundry asset for closing of assets, sundry liability to relation for closing of liabilities, for closing of provision account debit to relation, then sale of assets, cash account debit to relation, for assets taken by partners capital account debit to relation, for payment of liabilities this side, relation to cash. If liability is paid by any partner, then relation account debit to partners capital. If any income earned by a firm, cash account debit to relation. If any expense incurred at the time of dissolution, relation to cash. And for divisible profit, relation to A's capital to B's capital. For divisible loss, A's capital, B's capital to relation. Beside this, if accumulated profit, general reserve, profit and loss account credit balance, workman accident compensation fund, investment fluctuation fund, at the time of dissolution, whatever amount is available in these accounts, such amount will be distributed between partners. So general reserve account debit, P&L account debit, workman accident compensation fund account debit, investment fluctuation fund account debit to partners capital. This is for accumulated profit. These items are given on the liability side of balance sheet. Such items has a credit balance. All these four items has credit balance. So at the time of passing entry, these items will be debited. Now accumulated loss, profit and loss, if debit balance is given, or advertisement campaign expenditure is given. So these are called accumulated loss, which will reduce the capital of partners. So partners capital will be debited. Partners capital account debit to P&L debit balance and to advertisement campaign expenditure. And last journal entry, partners loan. For example, A has given loan of 50,000 to firm. So partners loan, we have already done that. Partners loan is paid after the payment of external liability. So entry will partners loan account debit. Why partners loan account debit? Whenever we have liability or whenever we are taking loan, it becomes liability. Liability always has credit balance. So at the time of taking loan, it will be credited. But now we are repaying. So that liability will be cancelled. For cancellation, partners loan account will be debited. And what we have paid cash, so to cash. This is the entry for one entry, single entry for partners loan. Partners loan account debit to cash. So all type of journal entries we have done. Journal entries based on relation account, and beside this, three separate entry we have done for accumulated profit, for accumulated loss, and for partners loan. Partners loan account debit to cash. Now firm is paying partners loan. As a result, liability reduces. That's why liability will be debited. And to cash. Cash is going out of the business, so cash will be credited. Now come to exercise question. Exercise is given on page number 311. Page number 311. Page number 311. First of all, question number 5. Question number 5. Now, first of all, we try to do easy questions. First point. Question number 5. First, at the time of dissolution, journal entries you have to do in proper format. Date, particular, ledger folio, debit, credit. In this way you have to pass journal entries. Then on the top you have to write journal entries in the book of the name of the firm. If name of the firm is not given, then dash, 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 like this. So you have to pass journal entries in proper format. Date, particular, ledger folio, debit, credit. First entry, at the time of dissolution, the book value of goodwill is 50,000, 56,000. At the time of dissolution, the book value means the value which is given in balance sheet, asset side. The value of goodwill is 56,000. First sentence. So first of all, we need to record that goodwill on asset side. To goodwill 56,000. In this way we have to close the account of goodwill. So for closing of goodwill, relation account debit to goodwill. First entry. Realization account debit to goodwill. Amount is 56,000. 56,000. First entry completed. Now second part of this question, first point, no amount is realized. No amount is realized means realization value is 0. That's why we are not required to pass second entry. So instead of second entry, we can write no entry. First question is completed out in fifth. In fifth, first point is completed. First entry, relation to goodwill, because book value of asset is given. Whenever asset is given, first of all we have to close down that asset. Close down means this side we have to write assets to relation to goodwill. Name of the asset we have to write here. Relation to goodwill. Second, realization value is not given. No amount is realized. It means it was not realized. Means firm is not receiving any cash. That's why we are not required to pass this entry. Means no entry. First point is completed. Now come to second point. A, B. This is first point. Now in question number 5, second question. In second point, in the balance sheet, land and building is of 8 lakh rupees and investment of 2 lakh rupees are disclosed. Two items are given in the balance sheet, asset side, land and building and investment. So what we have to do at the time of dissolution, we have to close down the assets of land and building and investment. So land and building and investment we have to write here. So what will be the journal entry? Relation account debit to land and building to investment. Realization account debit to land and building to investment. The value of two assets are given. The first of all we need to close down the assets, and we are closing down the assets on the debit side to sundry asset. So entry becomes relation to sundry asset. Here name of assets are given, that's why we have to write name of assets. Relation account debit to land and building and to investment. Land and building is of 8 lakh rupees. 8 lakh rupees. I'm preparing a column. 8 lakh rupees on credit side is debit column, credit column. Investment is of 2 lakh, and total it becomes 10 lakh rupees. So relation account debit to land and building to investment. This is called closing of assets. After that, second part of this question. Respectively, 9 lakh rupees and 1 lakh 50 are realized. Means land and building and investment was sold out at 9 lakh rupees and 1 lakh 50,000 rupees. So what we have written here for realization? Cash. So we have to write cash account debit to realization. Second part of this question, cash account debit to realization. And total cash you have to write here. 9 lakh rupees received for building and 1 lakh 50 for investment. Total it becomes 10 lakh 50,000. So 10 lakh 50,000 rupees. 10 lakh 50,000 rupees. In this entry, you are not required to show building and investment. Direct cash. Cash account debit to relation. Cash account debit to relation. And total amount. 9 lakh we are receiving for building. 1 lakh 50 we are receiving for investment. Total it becomes 10 lakh 50,000. The second question is completed. Now question number third we will do later on at the end. First of all, try to complete easy questions which you can understand very easily. Now question number fourth. Again, you have to pass journal entries in proper format. Fourth is, goodwill is not disclosed in the book. Means goodwill is not given in the balance sheet. Goodwill is not given in the balance sheet. Means this is unrecorded asset. Unrecorded asset is not required to record this side. Means first entry you are not required to pass. A. No entry. Goodwill is not given in the balance sheet. That's why we are not required to close that goodwill, because we do not have goodwill. Goodwill is not disclosed in the balance sheet or book. But 50,000 rupees are realized during dissolution. But at the time of dissolution, we have sold goodwill for 50,000. So realized, I have written here. So entry becomes cash account debit to realization. Second part. B. For realization, what is the entry? Cash account debit to realization. Account 50,000 and 50,000. Debit side, credit side. In case of first part, we are not required to pass any entry. Reason is goodwill is not given in the balance sheet. Any asset which is not given in the balance sheet is not required to close. That's why no entry is there. In second part, it is written that goodwill is realized for 50,000 for realization. Which side we are passing entry? On credit side of relation account by cash. So cash account debit to relation. Cash account debit to relation. So question number fourth completed. Now fifth. Point number fifth. The value of laptop is 35,000 rupees. Laptop is an asset. So first of all, we need to close down the asset. When asset is given, first of all, close down the assets. Close down means close down the account of asset. Laptop. Right here, to laptop. To laptop. Means entry becomes realization account debit to laptop. Realization account debit to laptop. Amount is 35,000. Now remember one point. Here value of laptop is given. Now whether information is given or not about its sale, we have to pass second entry. Suppose information is not given. Just assume information is not given. Then you have to pass, we have to assume that that laptop is realized, sold out at the same value 35,000, then in that case entry becomes cash account debit to realization same 35,000 if further information is not given. But in this question, point number 5th, one partner has taken it for 25,000. Laptop is taken by partner. So entry is partner's name is written on the credit side by partner's capital. So entry becomes partner's capital account debit to realization. This A, B. Partners, if name of the partner is given, then you have to write here name. Partners capital account debit to realization account, and value is 25,000 because at 25,000 that partner has taken the laptop 25,000. Point number 5th or question number 5th we can say completed. First of all, laptop is given, the value of laptop is given. First of all, we need to close down the account of laptop. We have to write down here to laptop under the heading of sundry asset. So entry becomes relation to sundry asset. Second, that laptop is taken by partner. So whenever asset is taken by partner, it is shown on the credit side of relation account by partner's capital. It becomes partner's capital account debit to realization. Partner's capital account debit to realization. Now question number 6th means point number 6th in question number 5. Question number 6th. What is question number 6th? A partner has accepted. A partner has accepted to pay loan of his Shrimati means wife, rupees 40,000, which was given to the firm. A partner has accepted to pay loan of his Shrimati rupees 40,000. So here external liability is given. Shrimati's loan means external liability. This is liability. 40,000 is liability. So what we have to do? First of all, we have to close down the liability account here by Shrimati loan 40,000. The first entry becomes A. Shrimati loan we have written on the credit side of relation account. So Shrimati loan account debit to relation. Shrimati's loan account debit to realization. First of all, we have to close down the account of loan. Shrimati's loan. Amount 40,000. The first part of this question completed. Now second entry. Once loan is recorded here, then we have to, whether information is given or not, we have to show second entry for payment, either to cash or to partner's capital. So in this question, a partner has accepted to pay. So liabilities, payment of liability will be shown on this side, either to cash or to partner's capital. But in this question, partner is paying, so to partner's capital. So entry becomes realization to partner's capital. B. Realization account debit to partner's capital, and amount is 40,000, same amount. The second part of this question is completed. Once again, a partner has accepted to pay loan of his Shrimati 40,000. So loan is an external liability. The first of all, because amount is given, first of all we have to close down the liability or loan account, and closing of sundry liability will be shown on credit side. So Shrimati loan account debit to relation, first entry for closing the loan account. Next, payment of liability. payment of Srimati loan. And in this question it is written that Srimati's loan is paid by partner. So two partners capital is written here. Relation two partners capital. Question number 7 means point number 7. Income tax liability is now payable 30,000. Is now payable 30,000. Income tax is an expense. Means for expense we have to pass one entry. Expense I have written here. To cash. So entry becomes realization to cash for income tax. Realization account debit to cash. So income tax liability is now payable 30,000. Value is given 30,000. 30,000. 30,000. Seventh point is completed. Only one entry you have to pass for tax because it is an expense. For expense, for income, or unrecorded asset, unrecorded liability, we need to pass only one entry. So here relation account debit to cash. Now point number 8. Point number 8. After making the payment of all liabilities, after making the payment of all liabilities and loan, liabilities and loan of partner. After making the payment of all liabilities and loan of partner, surplus of asset, surplus of assets is rupees 1,20,000 and the profit and loss sharing ratio of ABC, three partners are there, ABC, their profit loss sharing ratio is 5:3:2. We have already done in theory portion that first of all dissolution expense is paid, then third party liability is paid, third party liability is paid, then partner's loan is paid, third party liability. Dissolution expense is paid, third party liability is paid, then partner's loan is paid. After that, if surplus amount is there, then it will be distributed between partners. So here it is written, after making the payment of all liabilities and loan of partner, and partner's loan is also paid, then also some surplus amount is left. So that surplus amount will be distributed between partner. As a result, what happens? This is called surplus means profit. Profit is of 1,20,000. When it will be distributed between A, B and C, their capital increases. As a result, we have to credit A, B and C. So entry becomes realization account debit for divisible profit. Divisible profit we have written this side, A is capital, B is capital. So relation to A is capital, B is capital and C is capital. In question, three partners are there. So entry becomes realization account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital. Amount is 1,20,000. Divide 1,20,000 in 5:3:2. So 1,20,000 into 5/10, 60,000 to A. Then 3 36,000, then 2, 24,000. In this way, you have to pass one entry. This is surplus. Surplus means divisible profit, and divisible profit we are writing on the debit side of relation account. So relation account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital, and distribute in their ratio 5:3:2. If ratio is not given in this statement, then you have to divide in equal ratio. Means 1,20,000 is given, 40, 40, 40, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000. So after making, once again, after making the payment of all liabilities, means all external liabilities, then partner's loan is also paid. After that, whatever surplus is left, that is called divisible profit. And divisible profit is always distributed between or among partners. So entry becomes a realization account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital. 1,20,000 in their profit loss sharing ratio. If profit loss sharing ratio is not given, then in that case equal ratio. So point number 8th completed. Now point number 9 or question number 9 in question number 5th. Now question number 9th. Machine is disclosed. Machine is disclosed in the book. In the book, at the time of dissolution, rupees 2 lakh. Rupees 2 lakh. Book value, second part, book value is realized. Book value is realized. This is the question. Machine is disclosed in the book means machine is given in the balance sheet. Book means balance sheet. On the asset side, machine is given. The value of machine is 2 lakh. So first of all, we have to close down the account of machine. So we need to write here machine 2 lakh rupees. So entry becomes relation to machine. First entry. Realization account debit to machine. Value is 2 lakh. Realization account debit to machine. Second part. What is the second part of this question? Book value is realized means at same value at 2 lakh rupees machine is sold out. And for realization, I have written here realized. Entry is by cash. We have to pass the sale of machine on this side by cash. So entry becomes cash account debit to realization. Cash account debit to realization. Account, same value, book value. 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees. And after every journal entry, you have to close the account by underlying like this particular column. Question number 9 completed. Only on this basis you can pass journal entry. You are not required to learn journal entry. You try to understand this format. 5-6 steps are there for closing of assets, for closing of liabilities, for closing of provisions, then sale of assets will be shown in 2 ways, by cash or by partners capital. Payment of liability will be shown in 2 ways, to cash, to partners capital. For income, by cash this side, for expense this side, to cash. Beside last stage, profit or loss, divisible profit will be shown this side, divisible loss that side. After completion of this format, once you learn this format, then there is no difficulty in solving the question. Next, point number 11. 10 we will do later on. First of all, I am taking only those questions which you can understand very easily. there are debtors. Question I am writing in short. There are debtors of rupees 1,20,000 and creditors and creditors and creditors of 60,000. The first part or first sentence of this question is there are debtors of 1,20,000 and creditors of 60,000. Second part of this first sentence of the question, second is one partner. Second point I am writing here, second sentence. One partner has taken debtors at 20% then book value less than book value less and accepted to pay creditors. Now first sentence of this question is information is given that there is debtor which is of 1,20,000 and creditors which is of 60,000. So first of all, first step is close down the account of debtor and creditor. Debtor is asset, creditor is liability. So asset will be closed down this side to sundry asset. So relation to debtor, here name of asset is given debtor. 1,20,000. So first entry becomes relation to debtor for closing debtor account. Realization account debit to debtors account. Value is given 1,20,000. Debit side 1,20,000, credit side. First part, A part completed. B. Now second, creditor is given. Creditor is liability and closing of liability will be shown on credit side. Sundry liability. Here we have to write creditor. So entry becomes creditor account debit to relation. Creditors account debit to realization. Value is 60,000. Second part completed. Now debtor has been recorded here. Creditor has been recorded this side. I have already told you once asset is recorded here and once liability is recorded here, whether further information is given or not, next debtor and payment of liability will be shown in the question, whether information is given or not. But in this question, information is given. One partner has taken debtor at 20%, then the book value less, and same partner has accepted to pay creditor. The partner is taking asset, partner is paying creditor. So for debtor, I have written here, means credit side of relation account by partner's capital. Partner's capital account debit to realization for taking of assets. The third entry becomes C. Whenever partner is taking any asset, debtor, machinery, any asset, it will be shown on the credit side by the name of by partner's capital. So one partner has taken, so partner's capital account debit to realization. To relation account. At what value? 20%, then the book value less. So value is 1,20,000. First of all, calculate 20%. 20% is 24,000 and less. So 1,20,000 minus 20. In your calculator, directly you can do like this. 1,20,000 minus 20%. Directly will get 96,000. So at this value, means at 96,000 rupees, partner has taken debtor. Whenever asset is sold out or taken by partner, we have to pass this entry by partner's capital. Now According to this, what entry will we have to pass? Partners capital account debit to relation. Partners capital account debit to realization 96,000. 96,000. Third part is completed. Same partner, fourth point, same partner has accepted to pay the creditor. Creditor which we have recorded here, now it will be paid by partner. So entry becomes relation to partner's capital, D part. Realization account debit to partner's capital. Value is not given, so same value you have to take for creditor. 60,000. 60,000 and 60,000. So four entries we have to pass. First of all, closing of debtor, closing of and sale of debtor or debtor taken by partner, partner's capital to relation, and payment of creditor is done by partner, so relation to partner's capital. The four entries. So 11th question is completed, means 11th point. 12th, easy one, it has no relation with relation account. Which type of transaction has no relation with relation account? Accumulated profit, accumulated loss, and partner's loan. Question number means point number 12 in question number 5. The profit loss sharing ratio of partners RBI is 3:2:1. Three partners are there, RBI. Ratio is given 3:2:1. Undertake the disposal of following balances. Means at the time of dissolution, they are disposing this asset. Means finishing this asset. First item is given general reserve. General reserve. Value is given 18,000 rupees. 18,000. Second, debit balance of profit and loss account. Profit and loss account, debit balance. Rupees 12,000. Rupees 12,000. And last one is workman accident compensation fund is given rupees 18,000. So three items are given. Now you have to pass journal entry. We all know that these items are distributed between or among partners in their profit sharing ratio. General reserve has credit balance. Credit balance means in balance sheet it will be shown on the liability side. Here P&L account debit balance is written, so it will be shown on debit side, means asset side of balance sheet. Workman accident compensation fund has credit balance, so two items have credit balance. It is also shown on the liability side of balance sheet. So these two items when distributed, general reserve and workman accident compensation fund, when these two items will be distributed, it will increase these partners capital. So they have credit balance, so at the time of passing journal entry, these two items will be debited. So entry becomes general reserve account debit, workman accident. Three different points are given, so we are passing three separate entries. To R's capital, to B's capital, to I's capital. General reserve balance is 18,000. Then you have to pass in their ratio 3:2:1. First entry completed. Now P&L account has debit balance. Mean it is asset but for the firm, not for the partner. Partner has to pay. This amount 12,000 partner has to pay. That's why their capital reduces. So entry becomes R's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, I's capital account debit to profit and loss account. Balance is given 12,000. Debit credit side you have to write 12,000, then distribute in their profit sharing ratio 3:2:1. Second part is completed. P&L account has debit balance written. So at the time of passing entry, you have to credit P&L account. General reserve and workman accident compensation fund has credit balance. At the time of passing entry, journal entry, we have to debit those items. Last, workman accident compensation fund. We know it has credit balance. When it is distributed between or among partners, their capital increases. So entry becomes workman accident compensation fund. Account debit to R's capital, to B's capital, to I's capital. Amount is 18,000. 18,000 again in their profit sharing ratio, that is 3 is to 2 is to 1 divided. In this way, question number 5th is completed, except two question, means 2 points, point number 3 and point number 10. So in next lecture we will complete this 2 points as well as chapter also. Try to complete chapter also. Till then, goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.